Good morning, everyone. Kansas Sports HQ here, episode 19. Derek Morgan with Lehigh Mountain Hawks will be joining us, native to Goddard, Kansas. But first, we have Sheldon Howell, Sean Cutler, and myself. How's the morning doing, fellas?
Struggle bus.
Struggle bus?
Yeah, I've been up all night. Haven't felt great, but
you're
power for
here.
the pod. Power for the pod.
Sean, how are you this morning?
Good. Better than him.
Better than him? Yeah, I understand that. So, we're at Thursday. Big day tomorrow for football. You guys going to go to any games?
I don't know. I
will not.
I mean, maybe, but doubtful. I don't really have anyone that's still playing, I don't think.
As far as Parisi athletes go?
I mean, I'd have to look. I mean, that's going to be like close to here. The only game that's really close to here is Northwest and Derby.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And that's just going to be probably a madhouse of people.
True.
I don't think I want to go deal with the people.
That's understandable.
But
Plus, he might be going for round 2 tonight.
I hope not. I hope that
Yeah,
I'm good
not feeling
by this
good, yeah.
afternoon.
I got a little chili cook-off at church tonight.
Oh.
You guys are, you probably won't want to come with your situation, but
Chili is
you
probably
guys are
not in the
invited.
cards.
It's 6 p.m. tonight.
Nice.
Church.
Are you cooking some?
Men's chili cook-off. No
Okay.
women.
No women. No.
Yeah, they had their event last week, so don't feel bad for them.
Did they do a
I'm
chili
not.
cook-off too?
No, they did something else, but I'm not cooking. I don't have the time. I'd like to cook some chili sometime and master it, but
Who makes the best chili at the church?
I can't remember.
Oh.
It was good.
They were all
It
pretty
was
good.
I'm pretty sure it was Brit. Was it Ed maybe? No, it wasn't. I can't remember who did it, but it was actually it was Kane. He just the guy who just signed his son up for Parisi. Yeah, dude, he made this brisket chili. It was so good. I don't remember. Yeah,
Brisket chili is always good.
oh, dude, it was so good.
The
many
fatty
types will be
content
there, you
in there.
think?
Last year there was 7, I think.
Dang. Yeah.
So
That's a good amount.
that's if there's 4, I'm
Yeah.
down. I'm going in there. If there's 2,
You just
Sure.
want to just
Give me
eat.
the bowl. Just give me
yeah,
the bowl.
yeah. And then somebody brought cinnamon rolls too.
Oh, yeah, that's a Kansas thing.
Midwest staple. It's a big Iowa thing too. I think it's a Midwest thing. Yeah, so that, and then I have more lessons tonight after. So
Oh, nice.
I'm busy.
Yeah, busy guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who plays in the NFL tonight. I still need to do my picks, I guess. I'm feeling pretty defeated from last week where I had such a large lead overall in the league, and now I'm tied in first. I went hard in the paint.
That's how it goes.
I have not looked at that. I don't know who plays tonight.
Yeah, I haven't looked either.
Not really interested in football until the Packers figure it out.
We can pull that up real quick
I'm
while
never
we're
ready
waiting on Derek.
I'm just never ready for Thursday night.
Don't you have the Chiefs play Denver? Is that this week?
Could be.
I think so.
Thursday night foosball.
I don't know. I haven't really looked.
They're playing Denver. That's probably a Sunday or
The
Monday.
Jets and Patriots play tonight.
A
Barf.
battle. Drake
Yeah.
May.
Oh, man.
That is important for me, though, because I have Lamar and Drake May on my fantasy. So
Oh, gotcha.
they were saying Lamar is hurt again, supposedly.
So the lineup for this Sunday, you have the Bucks Bills. That's going to be a good game. They're both 6-3. Who knows what the Bengals Steelers is going to look like? Joe Burrow can beat Aaron Rodgers.
Joe Burrow.
Not Joe. He's practicing. His practice windows is open.
Yeah.
So, but Joe Flacco. Sorry, the other Joe.
The better Joe.
And then you have the Chargers Jaguars. That's going to be a toss up there. And then Seahawks and Rams. That's a 7-2 NFC West battle. Chiefs Broncos, Lions Eagles, and
A lot of good matchups this week.
I think Monday night I might take the Raiders over the Cowboys.
We play the Giants, so we'll find a way to screw it up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah. I don't know. You play to your opponent, I suppose.
Yeah.
You don't play the.
That is a lot of divisional games, though. I mean,
It's a big
probably-
weekend for some good stuff.
probably get a lot of pretty close ones, and
Yeah.
lines will probably be crazy.
Absolutely. So it could be a fun weekend for that. But 6A football, there's a fun weekend.
You gonna go out to Derby's game?
I doubt it.
Come on, man.
Man, I don't know. I haven't
Alma
decided what my
mater.
Friday looks like. You know, we got invites to little mixers and things like that to,
Yeah.
talk to people about all the things that we do.
Show up in your old jersey. It's gonna be Friday Night Lights.
I don't have an old jersey. They made us give it back then. You never got to keep anything. So
Show up there and be like, "What's up, guys? Ready to snap some punts? Let's get it going. Ready to rock?"
that's against Keisha rules. 40-year-old senior in high school.
Actually, there's a movie about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eligibility is not even a thing.
Michael Chiklis goes back to high school.
Oh.
Yeah, no. No, I did see something on the feed that there's a father and son playing on the same college football team.
What?
Yeah. They look identical, just, different years, obviously. So he's got to be 40 and his son's got to be 20. Maybe 36 and 18, who knows, but I did see that and I was like, wow. Okay. So,
All right, I'm gonna text him so he.
yeah. A little background on Derek Morgan. He played football for Goddard. He was a 3-sport athlete, I believe.
Eisenhower.
Or Eisenhower?
Yeah.
Goddard-Eisenhower.
Okay, Goddard-Eisenhower. And 3-sport athlete, all varsity. Had some offers. We'll talk to him about it. And then great student, like a 4.4 GPA, and now playing football.
Right.
Oh, good morning, Derek. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just trying to let the people know who you might be.
What's up, Mr. Lehigh?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
It's good, man. How have you been?
Pretty good. We're going into our 11th regular season game, and then after that, after our last one, it'll be playoffs, and so we're just trying to finish the season out strong.
Nice, man.
I mean, you guys are undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that stuff and see what that rivalry, one of the longest standing rivalries in college football, it means to you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, give us a little rundown of you. I mean, we know you're from Goddard, Kansas,
Mhm.
but go ahead and start off. Tell us a little bit about you and your aspirations.
Yeah. So I'm a freshman at Lehigh. I'm a quarterback. I'm from Goddard, Kansas, Wichita. Went to Eisenhower High School. So yeah, I'm at Lehigh. I'm a neuroscience major. I'm trying to go down the pre-med track. Um, and yeah, we're in the midst of our undefeated season right now. So just enjoying that.
It's awesome, man. You obviously we want to start from the beginning, kind of your origin story, and just learn a little bit about, kind of how you came up, and kind of the point of the podcast is for us to highlight, local athletes and your journeys and what you guys are doing out there, under the bright lights of college, right? So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about growing up here around town, like playing football around town here, like what was kind of your Pee Wee journey? Like where did you start? Why did football end up being the sport that you chose to play? What other sports did you play? Walk us through kind of your youth journey leading up into high school.
Yeah. So I just, like, my dad played college football, so he just kind of put that onto me, just introducing it to me at a young age. I always had a love for throwing the ball, it seemed like, and I wasn't actually allowed to play tackle football until middle school.
Is that a
Uh,
mom thing?
that was a dad thing, and
Interesting.
Oh,
yeah. So I mean, I played flag football up until then. I played soccer, basketball, baseball, golf. I enjoyed football and basketball the most, and like that's what I ended up doing in high school. Um, I My love for Oklahoma football kind of helped a lot, and Baker Mayfield was like really hot at Oklahoma, like when I was getting into football, and so he's like
still
my
a
favorite
dog.
player now. Yeah, like he kind of inspired me, and he's still my favorite player. Um, but yeah, multiple sports growing up, started tackle in 7th grade and just kind of went from there.
Nice. Nice. But yeah, did you play like were you always in the Goddard kind of youth football system here coming up? Like or did you venture out into the city league teams at all? Did you play against them?
Uh,
What that kind of look like?
yeah, I never actually played for like the Goddard youth program,
Okay.
or any of that. Like a lot of my friends did, and I knew what they were, but I never got to play for them.
Gotcha. Well, that's pretty impressive.
That's
Obviously starting
interesting for sure.
yeah, starting a little bit later than the normal kid, but then you end up
Mhm.
going into Eisenhower have a pretty, stellar career there, put up
Mhm.
awesome numbers. We came out and watched plenty of games through your high school career cuz just working with a lot of different guys on the team and being involved and so watching you throw the ball to Carter and just
Yeah,
launching it all over the field for a few years was pretty cool.
yes, sir.
Walk us through kind of, what was your freshman year like, right? Like did you come right out the gate as a 4-year starter? How many years did you, start at Eisenhower? What was the journey kind of like getting that role and then kind of cementing into, being able to put the numbers up that you were putting up?
Yeah, freshman year, I came in and the starter, the year before had just graduated, and they had a kid. Eisenhower had a kid. He was a junior at the time named Tyner Horn. Um, insane baseball talent. He
Yeah. He
throws a
could sling
ball
it.
like 98 miles an hour.
Yep.
He's at Nebraska now, so he started his junior and senior year. Freshman year, I mean, it went well for me. I did get some varsity time. Um, just I played JV. Just a learning year, and sophomore year too. But didn't get to start till the first game junior year, and yeah, I mean, went from there. That first game was rough. I think it was like 7-6. It was like zero offense on both sides, but um, it's definitely stepped it up from there.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you were a dual threat quarterback though, right? I mean, you can
Mhm.
you can definitely run and throw the ball. So, did you
Yes,
how
sir.
when you were in high school, how awesome was that to be able to just turn it down and go?
It was definitely pretty nice. It was a nice ability to have. I was definitely like I wasn't a run first guy. I wanted to get the ball downfield, but I definitely wouldn't hesitate to use my legs to make plays and um, try to like just kind of improvise and do what needed to be done on a given down.
Yeah. What are you feeling that's kind of changed a little bit for you? Obviously, from the jump from high school into college ball, because you kind of start that process back over, right? Like, so you're
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
in true freshman, you're getting some reps. I think we had a highlight we
Mhm,
saw before we hopped on here of you rushing for a touchdown. I don't know. Have you
mhm.
thrown for any touchdowns yet?
Haven't been able to throw for any yet. Just
Okay.
just got in at the end of that game and scored. Yeah, the change from high school football to college football is, especially at the D1 level, like it's drastic. Everybody was the best at their high school, and they're all super athletic. So, um, like I'm still fast. I can still run, but um, the goal or what you need to do here as a quarterback and at this level is like you got to be able to get the ball out because these guys are coming fast and you're not always going to be able to run whenever you want because like they're fast too and there's a lot more of a mental aspect at the quarterback position. Like you got to be able to diagnose things a little bit deeper pre-snap and kind of see where guys are going, what you got to know what you got, how are you going to beat it. And so I think there's just a lot more thinking involved on a given play compared to high school, and you can rely a little bit more on your athleticism. Uh, so I mean, in that aspect, it's a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of curious. You graduated with a 4.4 GPA. Have you taken the Wonderlic yet? I mean, that's a big quarterback quiz, you know.
Yeah. No, I've never taken the Wonderlic.
All right, that's like a high processing type quiz.
Hmm.
You get scored on the number of questions you answer right or wrong. You
Yeah.
don't have to get to like 99 or whatever, but just curious on that stuff. But looking back in your profile, you received 4 offers to go to college.
Mhm.
And what made you decide Lehigh was the place to go? And at the end of the day, how cool was it to receive those offers?
What were the other ones too? What were all of them?
Oh, yeah, so, my first offer was Colgate, which is also in the Patriot League, which is our conference. They're in New York. I think I received the offer at the end of May, my junior year. Their, quarterback coach flew down to Wichita, watched me throw, offered me there. So, like, that was a pretty cool moment for me because, like, I'd been working for that for a while, and it was just a really cool moment for me and my family, and, really appreciated that coach. And then after that, I think Lehigh offered me a week later. Um, they hadn't seen me or anything. They just, offered me based off film, and they actually knew my quarterback coach knew that quarterback coach pretty well. So I think that's where that stemmed from. And then after that, I got, Dartmouth, and, those are my, like, solid D1 offers, that were committable. And, I had some MIAA offers too. I think Missouri Southern, Central Missouri. I had bigger interests, um, in that summer. Like I want like Colorado State, like really shows a late interest, but nothing that worked out. And there were some other schools. I had a PWO to K State, but I just like I chose Lehigh because like obviously it's a great school, and like I'm going here for free. I don't have to pay $1. Um, and in terms of like why Lehigh over the other 2 schools, like I playing at Dartmouth would be cool. It's Ivy League, but no athlete gets any money there, and so like that just doesn't make sense for me or my family. And then Colgate was cool. It's just a tough location, upstate New York. It gets super cold, really small town. And I feel like this is just a great fit for me in terms of location, coaches, people, everything.
I love it, dude. Speaking of your family, your sister just got some hardware, right? Like I saw
Hmm.
something that came up for her for volleyball. Was that like
Oh yeah,
first team something, league something? I don't remember what it was. I had to look up on your page.
yeah. She won league MVP for
There you go.
AVCTL Division II, so she had
Nice.
a good year.
Yeah. Is her main sport volleyball or is she playing basketball too?
Main sports volleyball. She plays soccer too.
Oh, soccer. Okay. Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
guys got a few. I mean, we have. I'm trying to think of the youngest. What's your younger brother's name? I believe
his name is Cameron.
Cameron. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Hmm.
because he's been in the facility here as of late. I think he was here a little bit
Summer.
this
Summer,
summertime. Yeah.
Yeah,
You were at the old facility. Came and
I
tested over
was.
there. I
I
forget.
was. Yeah.
That would have been like. I think it was in 2021 or something like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's been a little bit, man. So it's fun to watch you grow up, man. It's fun to watch, just from the sidelines, seeing you have
Mhm.
success. You're a good dude, got a good head on your shoulders, and watching you, like I said, we had the privilege to kind of watch you in big games and
Mhm.
just watch you in high school go out there and just kind of let it fly. And you had some good talent around you too. I don't know if
Yeah.
you followed Eisenhower this year, but they got bounced pretty early this year.
Yeah. They did.
So that
Yeah.
they struggled a little bit, but rebuilding, I suppose, lost some pieces. But
Mhm.
what is the back on the family topic? Like seeing your siblings, be successful. Obviously, they're looking up to you, watching you do things and do
Yeah.
things the right way. What does that portion of it kind of mean to you, right? Because I'm sure your sister's, she's probably getting ready to commit and look at some places and check out different options for her too. So what's it
Mhm.
mean to you to kind of be leading the charge as far as athletics are concerned on your family side?
I mean, it's great to kind of be the oldest and show them like it can be done. You can make it to like these places, like the things you aspire to do. And it's been great to lead by example and um, just kind of be that guy they can look up to. Now I'm sure they're like, no, whatever, like this,
Yeah.
we don't we don't look up to him.
Right.
But it's a great feeling I've been able to do that.
That's awesome, man. Do you what was on the school side of things for Lehigh, right? making that decision to go there, and obviously in the neuroscience, that's what you said you're
Yeah.
studying. So
Mhm.
obviously education was a big, decision piece in what you were trying to do. How is the school, right? Like how difficult is it, right? Maybe, to one
Yeah.
of our listeners that might be, a younger cat that's trying to go to college,
Mhm.
right? Maybe they hear this, like give them a little insight on, you're a Division I football player, you're in the middle of your season. Obviously you guys are having a good season. So
Yeah.
everyone understands that how much commitment that takes from an athletic base. What are
Yeah.
you doing behind the scenes so that way, school is obviously a priority as well?
Yeah. So when people say that D1 sports, football in particular, it's like can feel like a job at times, like it does, but um, Lehigh is a tough school for sure. They like it's just how they do it. Now I'm my major. I'm taking some tougher classes right now with like chemistry and calc, but uh, like it can seem like a job, but being a part of this, like the team that I'm a part of, it's just so fun. Like obviously the winning, it's awesome, but like the people that like built our culture, and like every guy's here to win, and no one's here for themselves. So it's super fun to be a part of that. Um, so that kind of like that makes up for it. Like being a practice, like you enjoy it so much, like it doesn't feel like a job, but the academics can like that's what makes it feel that way for me. Because you have to spend a lot of time, studying, getting ready for some exams, but like when they come up, you're spending a lot of your free time is just spent like either on assignments or reviewing stuff, just trying to get ready. Because like you can get screwed if you don't prepare the right way. Um, but yeah, so it can be tough, and especially here, but
Yeah.
it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, going off that, obviously you touched on the schooling side of things. What are some of the things you have to do to stay mentally and physically focused throughout the season with all that going on?
Yeah. Um, for me, like my toughest class is chemistry. I'd say that's where I spend if I'm at the library studying, it's because I'm studying chemistry, just trying to get everything down. Uh, I try to review like on days I have that class, I try to review that for like an hour whenever I can that day. Now I'm not always able to because like we have, meetings, practice, might have something that night, but just that. And then whenever we have exams coming up, like I have one this coming Monday, like that Sunday before, like I try to use that day to just like lock in for a good, half the day and just try to go through everything.
A
Now I'm
cram
gonna,
session.
yeah, cram. Now I'm gonna try to get some of that done before we travel this Saturday. So I don't have to do as much on Sunday, but uh, that's usually what I have to do for that class.
Gotcha. And then, physically, are they, do the workouts, obviously, they probably change a little bit in the season. And like, how's the nutrition side of things over there?
Yeah. So in season, we lift on Sundays after games. We lift at some point during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, depending on your schedule. And then, so yeah, like that's all we lift during the season. And there's a lot of volume in the workouts, but obviously we're not trying like our strength coach. He knows like the season, like it's tough on guys, especially like the guys that play the most, especially on defense. O line, D line. Uh, like it can be tough on their bodies. So like you got to use that weight room time just kind of to maintain, so that at the end of the season you're not a shell of what you were before. So that's kind of the goal of our workouts. And then nutritionally, there's a big emphasis on like not losing a lot of weight because I mean there are some guys like as the season goes on, like they're just not able to get in the calories and protein that they were before. And so like they end up losing, 5, 10 pounds as weeks goes on. And like So there's a big emphasis on trying to maintain everything, and if anything, eat more, because like it's getting colder, so your body's burning more calories, just to maintain its temperature and everything, especially these cold practices. So big emphasis on good, like maintaining our nutrition and just getting our workouts done and everything.
What do you guys get hooked up with there? Like, what's your,
Yeah,
like your meal package, or like, do you guys pretty much have everything at your fingertips that you need? Like, what's that
yeah.
kind of look like for you?
So all the guys on the team have like unlimited meal plan, and so we can get basically food whenever we want. And then we have student athlete dining hall that's only for us, and they serve stuff for dinner every night. So that's where we get dinner. They have a bunch of different stuff, and I like that a lot. It's been nice to have this season.
So you don't have to make any meals I'm guessing
Mhm.
you're in your dorm room right here.
Yeah. This is
Gotcha.
it.
You got a nice, king suite that you're living in, or what's that looking like?
No, we don't get any nice king suites. It's just me and my roommate. We got bunk beds, and so
Oh,
we
nice.
make the
There you
most of
go.
it.
Got oversized bunk beds. What position does he play?
He's a safety.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
you guys are maybe
You guys are all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
You'd be all
Yeah.
right. Well, nice, man. So obviously you guys getting ready, rolling into end of season stuff, and I think
Mhm.
it'd be kind of cool to kind of hear, you're a true freshman, so probably going into college, you weren't quote unquote thinking immediate impact, right? Like you kind of knew that you were going to come in, what your role was going to look like. Maybe touch on that a little bit, right? Because there's tons of kids out there that live in La La Land, and high school, mainly high school kids that think, they're playing at whatever school, so that just means automatically that they're going to be good enough to one, play at the next level, but then two,
Mhm.
if they do get the opportunity to go somewhere, they think that they're going to come in and run the show, kind of a thing. And so
Yeah.
that's kind of a mental speed bump, right? Like when you pull
Mhm.
up there, like you said earlier, everybody was their best guy, right? Everybody was the
Yeah.
best player on the high school team. Everybody did something impactful. That's obviously why the college looked at you. But
Mhm.
walk us through kind of your mindset when you show up, because you're a competitive dude. You've had a lot of success in high school. I think the quarterback position especially is the type of guy who wants to have the ball in his hands and wants to be out there making plays and doing stuff.
Mhm.
So what was that transition like for you, right? Like what was it like showing up, knowing that whatever guys, I don't know how big the quarterback room is, but
Yeah.
just kind of seeing the landscape in front of you and seeing, what is my path to playing time, and
Yeah.
what was your mental kind of looking like during that? And then, what have you done to kind of put yourself into that, always stay ready so you don't have to get ready type mentality?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
what all has gone into that for you during your freshman year?
Yeah. When I first got here in the summer, it was like June. Um, in the summers, kind of, you're there in the summer to get stronger and faster and conditioned. We have like a player led practice twice a week, and um, I mean, you're not really learning a whole lot in the summer. It's That's what fall camp's for. So I mean, I learned a little bit. We would have meetings in the summer, and so I try to look over the playbook and kind of get used to like some of the basic things. But fall camp is a fat wake up call for freshmen. It's I remember that first week, like it was tough just in terms of like you're getting all this information thrown at you, and then you're getting thrown into like live periods, and they're like you're expected to execute. And then after practice, like we're watching film on practice, and like you're kind of getting ripped. Like, what are you doing here? Um, and so like uh, it's a lot of studying the playbook, knowing like exactly what you got on the play, and also looking at the defense and trying to like decipher what you're gonna have. So the beginning of fall camp stuff, and especially for freshmen, um, after I mean you kind of get used. Yeah, I mean you do get used to it. Like it gets better as time goes on, because you're getting reps, like you're more used to the speed. Like you can trust yourself on a given play. Like, okay, I know what I got here, and I know what I'm gonna have. And in terms of my role, there's 4 of us quarterbacks right now. There's 2 sophomores and 2 freshmen, so it's a young room. It's a little different. Our starter, obviously, he's a sophomore. He came in last year. I think he started like the second half of the season. So I mean, he's good, and I've been able to learn a lot from him. So it's been nice. My role is, so we've got our starter. He's great passer. He's got a great arm. A super smart kid. And then we have the other sophomore, super good athlete. He comes in, he runs the ball a lot. I mean, he can throw it too. And then there's me. And like they tell me, stay ready. Like you never know what's gonna happen. And so, and like I'm not running scout team. Like I'm with the offense every day, and so I'm there learning everything, and analyzing our opponent, watching film, all that stuff. So I know what's going on. Now I'm not getting all the reps in practice, but they still expect me to know everything. So it's a lot of mental reps.
Yeah.
Yeah, going off that, what is obviously you played at a high level in high school, and that's your goal to do it in college as well. What is, you were talking to a younger athlete right now, what is the preparation like to play QB at a high level? And then who are some mentors that you have latched onto along the way?
Yeah. To play QB at a high level, obviously like a lot of guys can throw, but it's the mental things that set guys apart. Like you can throw the ball well, but if you don't know what a defense is doing, and you just try to go out there and just like look and see if if a guy's open, you don't know your progression, like you're gonna get screwed. You're gonna get sacked. Like you're gonna throw a pick. So just the preparation.
Let me ask one quick question.
Yeah.
If you were in shotgun and it was 4th and 1, and the defensive line was yelling your play call out, would you run the same play call? That's your answer A. Answer B, call a timeout because you have 2 timeouts. Or C, audible into a different play?
I'd audible. Unless,
okay, I'm just
like,
wondering if that's what it's like in college compared to the NFL. I don't know. The Packers don't really understand what the hell they're doing. So
our OC tells us like the play call is a suggestion. If you like something and the defense is in a certain look, so where something will work, like by all means change the play. Like that's what he tells us.
He should apply for the Green Bay Packers job. Tell him to send a resume over there for me. Okay, go ahead. Keep answering your question. You were doing good. That just made me think of that right there.
Yeah, playing quarterback at a high level. I mean, yeah, it's definitely the mental aspect that sets guys apart. Because if you know everything that a defense does and what they're gonna do based on the look they're giving you, and like what plays you have that will execute against that, like that's what'll set you apart. And if you can get the ball there, obviously that's what'll work.
What was his second part of the question was like mentors for you?
Oh yeah. Obviously my dad has been a huge mentor for me.
Was he a quarterback too?
No, he played D end actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought my head coach in high school and my quarterback coach in high school were big mentors for me in terms of not only quarterback but also being a leader and showing, like, leading by example and stuff like that. And now like I had a quarterback trainer. I thought he was a big mentor for me.
Who's that?
Justin Hoover. He's up in Kansas City. I trained with him I think started my freshman year up until my senior year. And so I thought he was a huge help for me.
That's cool.
So onto some other things. Like your last game of the season is this Saturday, right?
This will
Hypothetically.
be no, this week and the next week.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys have an epic rivalry with Lafayette.
Yep.
As a freshman, when did they start talking about that to you? And then what does it mean to you now that you both are undefeated going into the last 2 weeks of the season?
Yeah. I think they first mentioned it like as a recruit, like who Lafayette was. Yeah. And they're such a big rival because they're like 20 minutes away, technically in the same city. So, I mean, that's why. And as a player now, uh, with Lafayette being so close and just hearing about this rivalry and how crazy it is, it's super cool to be a part of. And I wouldn't ask for anything else than them being our last game and it deciding like the Patriot League championship. I think it's a great opportunity for us, and it's a privilege because we're both doing well, and it's going to be the ultimate test. So yeah, it's going to be super cool. I haven't experienced it before. I didn't get to see the game last year, but I've heard it's just insane.
Do you think it'll be a packed house?
Yeah, I've every year, like, our stadium's pretty big. I think we hold like 18,000. And whenever it's at home for us, like the whole stadium is packed, and like there's people that can't get in because they're in the parking lot. So it's definitely crazy.
Well, I did read online that the I guess tailgate parties that happen at the games are
Yeah.
pretty they're pretty epic, and then they
Yeah.
lead into the experience of a true football game. I mean,
Yeah.
that is, I don't know if you probably haven't seen any of those epic tailgates, but you
No,
may
yeah.
you may hear stories about them. So
Mhm.
I'm excited to maybe figure out a way to tune in to see if that's a packed house. Is your last game with them? Is it at home or is it away?
It's away. It's at their place.
Oh boy.
It's still gonna be. It'll still be insane. It's just it's a little better at our place.
As it
Fair
should
enough.
be, right?
Naturally.
As
Yeah,
it
fair
should
enough.
be. Yeah.
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 How do you like living up there, man? What's the, just kind of the culture like, people that side of the country, that type of stuff? How have you kind of integrated in?
Um, I mean, I've liked it a lot. I wouldn't say there's a huge difference in terms of like people. I like everybody here. I mean, the guys that I'm with are all similar to me. Just smart kids, good athletes. Um, there's just it's not flat anymore. There's some mountains. So it's cool. Um, the only annoying thing is campus is like our academic campus is like on the side of this big mountain, and it's a small mountain, but uh, so walking up and down that hill to
Oh,
class,
yeah.
it gets
Calves are
annoying.
popping.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
And yeah, but
That'll
no,
pay off later in life. You'll have
yeah,
good looking calves. Everybody appreciates some good looking calves.
yeah, but I've enjoyed it for sure.
Have your parents been out? I think I saw a picture at one point in time
Yeah,
somewhere. I
they've
don't
been out
remember
a
whose
couple
Facebook
times.
that was on. Have they?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Good, man. Well, I know that that's always, on the outside of football, right? Obviously
Mhm.
moving a ways away and,
Mhm.
being away from family and your friends and that type of stuff is a little bit of a transition in itself. And it's
Mhm.
it's pretty cool to hear, that it's all kind of settling in for you and you're, piecing things together and being able to, really start your journey, like really getting boots on the ground and being able to, start doing some cool stuff. And I think that's awesome to hear. I think people that are back home, right, obviously, hear your story and hear where you're at and what you're doing. It can be inspiring for them.
Yep.
Because obviously there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but you gotta do the work. You gotta be willing to keep going, and then once you
Yeah.
get there, the speed of what it is just a whole different animal,
Yeah.
and so it's cool to hear that you're settling into that and, doing good things with it.
Mhm.
Um, one question or follow-up question, I guess, on that is when you're talking about like, your high school playbook, right?
Yeah.
Compared to your college playbook, what, without obviously getting too detailed wise, but not that anybody's going to listen to this for any secrets anyway, but, what's the difference there, right? Like what, is it a lot of the same concepts? Are the concepts different? Is the whole offensive scheme different? Like what has that been like learning something, essentially from scratch?
Yeah. So in ways they're similar. My high school and college playbook. Our offensive like goals are similar. We in high school, we like to run the ball, a lot of outside zone, and then go to play action right off of it, and take the deep shots. And I'd say we did pretty well with that. And that's now. I mean, it's pretty similar now, just with a lot more complex, especially in the run game. I have a lot more responsibility now in the run game. And in high school, like we had a couple, they would call a couple of read plays for me, but I wasn't really reading like a D line that much. But whereas now, like every play, I'm looking at the D line, trying to figure out what's best against it, or if we're calling a zone read, like I'm supposed to make a gap call every play, and kind of like I would read that gap, and that gap call tells the O-line exactly what they need to do on that play. And then like that guy I'm reading is kind of my guy to like block, so yeah, it's just a lot more responsibility in the run game. And I mean, concepts wise, I would say like similar concepts. You can only run so much in football. So yeah, the similarities there. Obviously terminology is really different, but that's how it's going to be. And I mean, yeah. So in ways they're similar, but way more complex run game.
Makes sense. Yeah, I would expect it to be a
Mhm.
little bit harder to communicate it. Obviously, there's just more personnel in the aspects
Mhm.
of responsibility, like you said, and
Mhm.
that portion of it gets a little wild. How about an off-topic kind of question here? What's been
Mhm.
your like favorite thing to do outside of football? Right? What? Obviously, you guys get free meals every day, so that's kind of hard to pass up. But I'm sure you've gone and ate at some other places.
Yeah.
In town there, or maybe what's something that's been really fun that you guys have gone and done socially. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about the outside of the lines that you guys have been able to relax when you get an off day.
Yeah. So, our Sundays are pretty like just chill days. We just kind of relax. But during the when we have home games on Friday nights, um, usually like me and I have a small freshman class. There's only 13 guys. So we all kind of hang out together a lot. So on Friday nights we all try to like go somewhere to eat. Nowhere in particular, just kind of we'll go somewhere, or like we'll go see a movie. It's just nice to kind of get out of the college, I guess, atmosphere, and go do something fun for one of the nights. Or on Wednesdays or Thursdays, all the QBs will go out to dinner after practice, and like we've gone to Texas Roadhouse, and it's just like super. It's got obviously great food, and it's just
Yeah.
fun to get out of there.
I love some Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
the rolls. The rolls.
Can't go wrong out there. Is it the same? Is it better than the one here?
It's the same. It's the same.
Okay.
No
All right.
way.
Just as good, huh?
I don't know. We have like the number
Might be
one.
better in
one.
Wichita.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Give us a little bit of credit there.
Access
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the better meat in the Midwest.
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
that's
so.
true.
Maybe so.
Yeah,
Maybe so.
you know.
Put
They
it
don't
together.
know how to do barbecue like we do. So
Oh.
Are you showing them the secrets then? I mean, that's a great
Nah.
topic. So you doing any of that? Showing them what a hot link might be?
I haven't, no, but they haven't been able to get anything like hog wild out here.
No two brothers, no BNC creation, nothing fancy like that.
Station 8.
Yeah,
No.
we just list them all
Yeah.
off. Well, you
Station 8 is fire.
you just gave us an idea to have, a little taster for a
BNC,
breakfast
good.
podcast with a
Little
barbecue.
brisket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess let's say when you get to return home for whatever amount of time, what do you think you'll look forward to the most? I'm feeling like it's barbecue.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to a good barbecue dinner. I mean, obviously seeing my family and all my friends, but really just not having any responsibilities for a little bit. Because I mean, right now I feel like I don't have there's not a lot of free time I have, um, just with football and school. So definitely looking forward to seeing everybody and just being able to rest for a couple weeks before getting back at it in the spring.
I like it, man. You guys got any, like inner team, like you guys had that stupid goose at Goddard at Eisenhower, whatever the heck that
Oh
thing
yeah,
was. You guys got anything
yeah.
like that going on?
Not nothing like that. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've matured to a real man's football game. Got it. That's fair. No worries. I just always see that thing running around like somebody's got it all over the place. I'm like, what the hell is this goose about? Like, why?
Yeah. There's some history behind it.
I know. Yeah, I'm uneducated, but all right, man. Well, you guys got any other questions?
Nope.
Come
Nope.
on, Sean. You got one more in the pocket, ready to come out?
Sure. One more.
Yeah.
One more. I'll let you. Then we'll let you go.
All right.
Yeah. So you say you don't have a lot of free time. I think mentally that can be challenging sometimes, but other people, and I'm sure you're this way. You like staying busy. But like with your little free time, and I'm not necessarily talking about like with friends or anything. What can you do by yourself that kind of takes your mind off things?
By myself, I'll play Xbox just like with one of the other guys and just kind of get my mind off everything. So, I mean, that's a big help. Or I'll just kind of chill, might turn on some YouTube or a movie, and just kind of relax for a little bit when I can.
Gotcha.
That video game thing. So when I was in college,
Mhm.
all the football players would play each other in Madden. So what's your record against everyone else?
Oh, I haven't played a lot of Madden, played some college football. Um,
Well,
I'd
that
say
counts
I'm
too.
all,
So
yeah, I'd say I'm all right at college football.
You got to get them to put some more FCS teams on there. Like, I want to go
Lobby
play as
for that.
Lehigh.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking lobby
of-
that.
Did you pick up that 4th and 89 yards on your game last night?
I don't think I did. I think I punted it, and it's never mind. We can talk about that.
He fell asleep like 6 times
Yeah,
and
he fell
delay
asleep,
of game,
all
fourth
the way
and
back
89.
to the goal line.
It is what it is. I ended up losing. It sucks, but whatever.
Well, awesome, man. Well, we appreciate you hopping on with us, obviously answering some questions and just kind of getting a little bit of insight into, a kid from here that's gone on and playing at, a big school, doing some big things, obviously dealing with, a new role and, trying to make your own way and kind of pave your own path. So we think that's awesome, man. I know how hard you've worked to be able to get there and put all of the different pieces together to make that stuff happen. And hopefully, the people listening to this kind of hear a little bit of the behind the scenes, because I think a lot of people see those guys on social media and, they see the cool stuff, which is obviously what social media does a good job at doing, but then they don't see the grind that it takes behind the scenes, right? The off season work, the in season work, the mental work, and that's why you're, kind of paving the path that you're paving. But my sign off question that I always ask is, if you were going to give, one piece of advice, right, to the next generation or the player that's coming up behind you and, that's looking at his, he's a freshman, sophomore in high school maybe, and he's trying to eventually play, Division I football or maybe beyond, or, he has big goals, big aspirations. What was the advice that you got? What was the advice that you followed? Like, what is the advice that you would give to the next up and coming guy?
Yeah, I would say don't focus on what other people are doing, and don't get your head down if things aren't going your way. Just kind of just stay focused. Focus on improving at whatever you want to be good at. Just focus at improving at that, and your time will come. I promise. And my sophomore year was tough because I didn't play at all, and like no varsity time at all, and that was tough for me because I thought I should have been playing, but I don't hold it against my coaches or anything, but. And I'm glad it worked out the way it did because my junior senior year were awesome, and I'm super grateful for that. And I'm just glad that I didn't try to go somewhere else or try to quit. I'm just glad I kept going. So my advice is obviously just focus on getting better at whatever you want to be good at, and just keep going because your time will come.
I love that, man. That's awesome. Yeah, because that adversity hits everyone, and how you respond to it is definitely what's going to dictate the direction that you go. And I got one follow-up question just because you spawned it for me. If you had to put it into short words, right, how would you describe Braden Pappas?
Gritty, hard runner, and fun to be around.
Oh, man.
Psychopath.
I could have swore he was going to say caffeine addict.
Caffeine.
Or caffeine addict.
Yeah, he's like our little gym son here. He's here every day, so he's always talking to me about the podcasts, and he obviously helped me reach out to you. So shout out to Braden for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, that dude's a cuckoo ball. He's nuts.
Hopefully he doesn't have a heart attack anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're going to be a neuroscientist, so maybe you can
get help him
get
with
him to
that.
see straight eventually at some point in time.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, we appreciate your time. We always kind of close these things up in prayer. So you can stay on or hop off. It's whatever's up to you. But we're going to pass it over to Sean and kind of let him lead us in prayer and then go from there.
Lord, thank you for another day. Thank you for giving us breath, giving us life. Thank you for this opportunity to sit here and talk to a young man who's really paving a way in his own life at a totally other side of the country. So just prayers to be with him, health for him and his teammates going forward as they close out this really successful season. Just pray for the camaraderie with the team and continued development and preparation for them as they go along to finish out this season strong. Pray that he makes it home safely and gets to spend some good time with family and friends as well. In your name, we pray, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Appreciate it,
Well,
Derek. Thank you for
guys.
your time, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good one, and good luck on your test this coming Monday and your game this weekend.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, guys. This is really cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be in touch, man. See ya.
Sir.
Well. That was pretty cool. You could tell he's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You could just see that. I mean, being a pre-med student and playing football, obviously a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, I don't think you probably get a lot of chance for gen eds and stuff your freshman year when you're pre-med.
Yeah.
You're probably high, or at least the gen eds are a lot more difficult. He's probably
schooling in total there is just
it's a totally different.
This ain't your community college
No.
show up once every week
He's
kind of
hopping
mentality.
in,
Like
getting
he's
on the ground.
he's having to bust his ass to stay up on those.
I do want to look up their campus so I can see this small mountain. He's used to flat, so
Oh yeah, Caps are gonna be
yeah, and we all
It's
looked
right
at
outside of Philly, right?
yeah.
we all looked at Sean when we talked about big calves.
Yeah, that's I felt attacked right there. It was some people. I'm not a big guy saying genetics or everything, but when it comes to calves,
It comes
I
out
had
of
a
the womb
random
pretty much.
stranger
I'm
playing-
genetics
sure.
are everything.
Playing golf, he was like, "Hey man, don't take this the wrong way, but you have really nice calves." I was like, "My, come on,
Let's
I should
go.
never
Let's
take that
go.
the wrong way." Thank you.
I'll never
Thank
hear
you.
that. I'll never hear that in my life.
Yeah.
They'll be
Yeah,
like,
so-
"Hey, you got some pretty puny calves there, buddy."
I have a friend who said he got his calves when he became a dad, and I was like, "What?"
Well, I
So-
feel like a lot of people are maybe I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people are opposite. They get a little bigger on the top half as a dad, and their legs
Get a little skinnier.
get a little skinnier.
Got the skinny jeans
yeah.
effect.
Who knows? But that's it for episode 19 with Derek Morgan, quarterback at Lehigh.
The gunslinger, dude. I wanted to talk to him about Carter and just throwing the ball to him. He had to
yeah.
have a meme in high school. Like Carter's down there somewhere.
Yeah.
Dude, they would sling that thing.
when you got a dude like that flying down the field.
Yeah, well, I'll get him on too. He's
and like
he's electric.
yeah, it's not just that dude would just moss people.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
Yeah.
just go up and get it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but some games we watched, and maybe it was a scheme thing for him, and maybe Paps was just that good. But like what? One-on-one like press coverage against him, like what?
What are you
Like that's
doing?
touchdown right
Yeah.
there. Like
It
what-
was.
it
Almost
was,
every
yeah,
time.
like, every
Yeah.
time. If there's not a safety over the top or something, like
Yeah.
I just like what are we doing?
Derek always seemed like he had really good vision, though, which
Oh,
is probably
yeah.
a big piece of that, obviously.
And when he
So
talked
had a
about,
rushing
like-
touchdown this year.
When he talked about, kind of taking off with his legs, you can kind of see that too when we were watching it. Just like it wasn't his first move, but the pocket collapses, whatever.
Yeah.
Once the breakdown happened, he knew it was
and
time.
he had a good internal clock for
yeah.
sure.
His vision was just very rarely was he running into something that he didn't know was already there.
Yeah.
That was what I always kind of noticed. Like his scrambling, the running back that was there their junior year, I think his name was Lucas Dickman, and he was they were very like dual threat back there because he was kind of the same runner. Like they would hand the ball off to him a lot, but he was like wormy, like he wasn't like a super downhill guy or get around guys. Like he could just brush off tackles and
Like jump cuts and just go.
just like real wormy.
Yeah.
And he kind of had that same thing. So they had some weapons that year. I mean, they've obviously, the successes they're still playing, and
But-
you got guys playing Division I football, so they're pretty good.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
And you hear him talking about what goes into playing quarterback,
uh-huh.
and then what. I think that's a really good thing that hopefully people will listen to because, like he said, you can't just sit there and throw.
No.
You have to have a pre-snap read, and then you have to make the correct one
Yeah.
and have to adapt and get off your progression if you need to.
Yeah.
So,
I
a lot goes into that, and I think a lot of kids sometimes just think it's just slinging the ball around. You have throwers of the football, and you have quarterbacks.
Yeah, for sure.
I did think it was cool that he said something about how he has to learn how to read the D line now.
Yeah,
Like
where there's
that,
more
you-
responsibilities in the run game.
Yeah, you think about all of that stuff, and some places, maybe around here have that, and then you go to a D1 school, and like that's probably pretty important to be able to
especially
point
with
that
so
out
much
and
zone reads and that they have to do these days. It's
Yeah.
a lot more prevalent in offenses.
Without
all that stuff's pretty cool. But
Very cool.
yeah, we'll tighten it up here. Episode 19, Derek Morgan from Goddard, Kansas, playing D1 football at Lehigh with the Mountain Hawks. They're 10-0. He scored his first touchdown, and that's it for us. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep.